Hello, this is 6 Minute English from BBC Learning English. I'm Liu.
And I'm Sam.
In this six morning, in this 6 minutes English, we are talking about music. What sorts of music do you like listening to, Sam?
Well, I wouldn't say I have one specific type. My taste in songs is more eclectic. A word that describes taste, which includes a wide variety of styles.
Well, in this program, we are talking all about grime, a style of music which o- originated in London, specifically in the tourist spots of East and South East London.
Yes, the artists are predominantly young black men and often cite the decaying tower blocks they grew up in as an inspiration for the urban style of music.
Well, before we continue talking about grunge music, I have a question for you, Sam. Sam is one of the most famous grunge artists, but what is his real name? Is it A. Michael O'Malley, B. Martin Oasis, C. Marvin Abird?
I think I'm gonna lose this one. I would say 8, Michael Murray.
We can find out if you are right at the end of this program. For many people, noting the organs of a types of music helps them to understand more about the style and lyrics.
Here's writer Judy Lawson talking with BBC journalist Andrew Ma about his experience growing up on an estate in southeast London on the BBC Radio 4 program Start the Week. Yes, so I lived like on an estate is in a nearly near Crystal Palace, and for me growing up with this experience was like literally acknowledging the different cultures and peoples that lived within like this date, and it was around the age it was around the age of about say 7 or 8. That's when things for me and my particular estate started to get a bit more contentious with the other people that were moving in. Kids were coming of age, becoming more like free and venturing out and around the estate. And pro- policy kind of like harassing, but
So you have got different cultures looking into each other and the policies looking into everybody else.
so Judy Johnson describes his upbringing. He used the word contentious likely to cause or create an argument to describe life on the estate.
Yes, and he said the kids were coming of age, meaning transitioning from a child into an adult. In his interviews, he goes on to say how our teachers gave him advice that if he ever go ever got adopted and to not to remove the life and as he would beat to death.
He says that at the age of 14, when he was told that, he felt grateful and that the teacher was looking out for him, but in hindsight, questions why a teenager should receive that information.
What this does is give us an insight into life and his backgrounds that lead to some people's life stories create grunge music. He says that he started off in the bedrooms and basements of tourist spots and homes in these areas of London, which many artists works being broadcast. and Paris radio station.
That says for some people, this type of music represents something different. There are some who think the hard-hitting lyrics and strong beats glorify violence. They see it as an aggressive and violent form of music.
However, June Vincent speaking to Ages Mass of BBC Radio 4 program starts the week and has different in interpretations of what grunge music is all about.
I describe Grime as like a soulful shout. There's a necessity in literally getting all of this content out of yourself, and one of the most predominant Grime artists really was basically the first person that created this sound. That's like 140 beats per minute because that's such a raw tone, but the chorus literally trans like there are lots of signs in life, some that you might not realize. And for me, I was listening to that as like an 11 or 12 years old, and that's very existential. He used the word predominant, which describes the strongest or most important thing to describe the artist really. Who That's who Judy Wilson says was the first person to create the Graham sound.
It also uses the word trans sings songs repeatedly over and over to talk about the chorus from one of released songs.
And he described the experience of listening to it as being existential, relating to human existence.
Which inspires me to go and listen to some grunge music after today's shows. But before we do, I asked you a question about the real name of the grunge artist Stormzy.
You did, and being a fan of many different music styles, I think I know this one. I said, "Hey, Michael Omura."
You really do load your music, Sam. You are right. In fact, his full name is Michael Appreciate Obsessed Mario Opus Juice. I think that I will have to make the next question much harder for you. So before we leave today, let's recap the vocabulary. Starting with extensions, a word which describes taste, which includes wide a, a, varieties 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 of styles.
Contentious meanings creating or causing arguments.
We also had coming of age, transitioning from to adult.
Predominant refers to something that is the strongest or most important.
Trans is a word which means sounds of or repeat the same things over and over again. And existentials means relating to human existences.
Well, we certainly learned a lot about ground music and its origin.
There are lots more 6 minutes English programs to enjoy on our website at bbclearningenglish.com.
Thanks for listening and goodbye.